By the end of this effect, your audience will question reality itself. It's a clever, self-working marvel, no setup, any shuffled deck, and it always hits. So, grab a deck and let's jump in to the magic. Okay, so as ever, let's just kickstart by taking a look at the effect itself, a totally baffling card location. And we're going to start with a shuffled deck. So just hand the cards to a spectator. It's important to note they really can shuffle the cards as much as they like. With that done, you're now going to ask them to select and remove a random card from the deck, and it really is a totally free choice. Let's say they select this card just here. Ask them to take a look at and to remember this card. So here we can see the Jack of Clubs. Now, in reality, of course, you're not going to see that card. That's just for the sake of the demonstration. But ask the spectator to really clearly picture it, to focus on that card. And then once they've done that, to take that card and just return it back into the deck. You can now just give the deck some cuts as you explain to the spectator. They're now going to try to find their card using the random nature of the cards themselves. So hand the deck to the spectator and you're going to ask them to deal cards face up into a single pile on the table whilst also counting down from 10. And every time they deal a card whose value corresponds to the counted number, they're going to take that card and place it face up to the side. So just like so, they'll deal the first card and count 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now in this instance, the ace here corresponds to number 1 just counted, so the spectator will take this card and place it face up to the side. They'll now repeat that process, starting over and dealing the first card and counting 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now the 2 here corresponds to the number 2 just counted, so the spectator is going to take this card and place it face up to the side. Now they're going to repeat this process until they've dealt 4 cards to the side just here. So once again, starting over, dealing the first card and counting 10, 9, 8, 7. Now the 7 here corresponds to the 7 just counted, so the spectator will take this card and place it face up to the side. And now for the final round, starting over, 10, and the 10 here straight away corresponds to the number 10 just counted, so the spectator will take this card and again place it face up to the side. With 4 cards now dealt to the side, you can just remove the cards here as we no longer need those. At this point, you can just emphasize that the cards here are totally random. They were dealt from a shuffled deck. There's absolutely no way that you can know the position of any of the cards or which cards would end up being dealt. However, you're now going to use the random cards here to find just one more card. So you're going to take the value of these cards and total them up. So 10 plus 7 plus 2 plus 1 equals 20. You're now going to deal down to that number in the remaining pack just here. So 20 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Placing the final card to the side just here. Reminding the spectator that they selected a random card from a shuffled deck, which was then lost back into the deck, and then using a series of randomly dealt cards, we've arrived at one single card just here. For the very first time now, you can ask the spectator to name their selected card. Of course, in this instance, it was the Jack of Clubs. And now you can reveal that somehow this card right here just happens to be the Jack of Clubs. A mystifying card location that's also super easy to perform. So stick around because now I will show you exactly how it works. Okay, so let's take a look at the secret to this effect. Now, this is one of those super clever effects that just works, and here's how. You can have the spectator shuffle the cards as much as they like, and then just ask them to select any card from the deck. It really is a totally free choice. Let's say they select this card just here. So we can see the 9 of clubs. Just ask the spectator to really clearly focus on that card, to picture it in their mind. Now, as you're asking the spectator to do that, you're just casually going to shuffle off 8 cards from the deck. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You'll then ask the spectator to take their selected card, so the 9 of clubs here, and just place this on top of the pack. You'll then just take the rest of the deck and shuffle these on top. So as it stands now, the spectator's card is the 9th card from the bottom of the deck. Now at this point, if you like, you can perform some false shuffles or cuts of your choice. In a demonstration, I performed a simple false cut to the table, and here's how that works quickly. You're just going to cut about 1/3 of the deck and place that on the table to your left. Then take the rest of the deck and place that on the table to your right, and then cut off about half of this pack and place it into the middle. You're then just going to gather up these packs from your left to your right, and the deck stays in its original order. You're now going to ask the spectator to take the deck and to deal cards face up into a pile on the table, whilst also counting down from 10. And every time they deal a card whose value corresponds to the counted number, they're going to place that card face up to the side. So just as follows, they'll deal the first card and count 10, and then continue the dealing and counting. So 9, 8, 7, 6. Now the 6 of clubs here corresponds to the counted number 6, so the spectator will take this card and just place it face up to the side. Now every time they deal a card to the side, the process will start over. So once again, dealing a card and counting 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now in this instance, none of the dealt cards corresponded to the counted number, and when that happens, the spectator will just take the next card from the pack here and place this to the side, face down. And they're going to continue this process until they have 4 cards dealt to the side. So once again, starting over, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And again, none of the dealt cards corresponded to the counted number, so once again the spectator will take the next card here and place this to the side, face down. And for the 4th and final round, once again starting over, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And once again, none of the dealt cards corresponded to the counted number, so the spectator will take the next card here and place it to the side, face down. With 4 cards dealt here, you can now remove the pile of face-up cards here, as you no longer need those. Now by the end of that process, you might have a mixture of face-up and face-down cards, as we do here, or all of the cards might be face-up, or all of the cards might be face-down. Now if all of the cards are face-down, you're simply going to deal the next card from the pack here, as that will be the selected card. However, if you have some face-up cards, you're going to total the value of those cards. Here I have just one card, a 6, so my total is 6. You're simply now going to count down that many cards from your pack. So in this instance, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, placing the final card to the side. And by the end of that, you can now reveal that this card right here somehow just happens to be the spectator's selected card. In this instance, the 9 of clubs. Another powerful trick in your hands. Remember though, you're not just learning another trick, you're sharpening your thinking, building confidence, and training the kind of focus that shows up everywhere in life. Don't forget to subscribe for more, because this journey is just getting started, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.